Hello, hello, and you are welcome, all Mzansi people, as you are watching this podcast. My name is Puleng, and in sign language, we've got sign name. That's my sign name. I'm with the interpreter here by the name of Semi, and here's Semi's sign name is this one, and I've got Lerato also here, and Lerato's sign name also is this one. All of us, where are we from? We are from the family of finger communications. I'm so excited for this interview. Um, Today we'll be interviewing the Cheetahs captain. Yes, we'll start with the captain for this interview. Captain, welcome. How's you, Puleng? I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, Captain, just tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Victor Sekekete, all the way from Joburg in Soweto. I play lock for the Toyota Cheetahs, and I'm captain here at all.
Thank you. That's nice. As a captain, can you tell us what is your role, your responsibility?
Well, as captain, my role here is it's the link between the players and the coach. So I'm here to bring in the difference and the link from the players to the coaches and vice versa. So I'm here to lead the players on the field and off the field and to lead by example.
That's great. That's good. You know, here in South Africa, we've got a huge community of deaf people. Just tell me about this deaf people. What do you think can be like you, be involved in rugby, or what's your idea about that?
Well, yeah, as rugby has all different facets of it. For the deaf people, I could definitely recommend touch rugby and tag rugby. There's a variety of it, and both of those are minimal contact or no contact at all. But tag rugby would definitely be the one.
It means I can do it also myself.
100%. You can even come here and then we'll play touch rugby with the voice.
Okay, that's good. As a captain, there is a lot of challenges that you are facing that can distract you. But how do you overcome all of these challenges and distractions then?
Yeah, challenges will always be there. At the end of the day, you have to be who you are, and you still have to be the same person that you were before you were captain. That's the most important thing because you were chosen for your leadership role in the team. You were chosen for who you are. So that doesn't mean that you have to change any of that when you're captain. When you're captain, you have to carry it out. You have to be understanding of the position that you're in, and then you have to take it out and then just be yourself and lead as you're chosen to be the leader.
That's great. That's interesting. Now, from you, tell us the time you were growing up. Then you are here today. Who were the people behind you, those who were supporting you all the way up until to be here today?
Yeah, me coming up with my rugby career, I was a bit of a late bloomer. Started in high school, say around grade 11. I was an athlete. I used to do long distance, 800 meters, and then a high school coach approached me to get on with rugby, and then so on provincial coach. And then my family, my mom backed me to go throughout. So then I stuck to rugby, and then I started going through the age groups, and then from then on, the rest was history.
That's nice indeed. As a person, we need to grow up. Now you are a captain, but tell us, where do you see yourself in future? Do you see yourself as a coach?
I would say after rugby, I might still be involved in rugby, but I'm more all about property and business. So I'll definitely be in property and business, but I won't neglect rugby. So I'll still be in the rugby channels as well.
I've got a last question for you then. Yes. Um, we know you are a sportsman. There is a lot of things that are interesting, but apart from sports, what is your hobbies then?
Hobby. I'm a very very lazy guy, but I enjoy my me time, and then I enjoy going to a shooting range. I enjoy hanging out with friends, chilling indoors, having a braai, uh, a bit of golf now and again with some business partners, and then just enjoying my off time.
I think next time for shooting, I will join you. Then. I will
You can
join
come
for you. Then.
any day.
I've got a surprise question for you.
Okay, I've been waiting for this question.
Tell us, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I have a girlfriend.
How did you meet then?
Actually met here in Bloem. We met when I was going out with a friend. I didn't expect it to be anything because I didn't want to go out on the day. But then my friend was like, "Listen, I'm taking you out. Let's go out for a couple of drinks." And then later on, she walked in and didn't look back.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Coach, Mr. Fourie, the head coach for the Cheetahs. Welcome to the world of the deaf people.
Thanks, it's a big pleasure for me to meet you and to be able to speak to you.
Okay, I'm also happy. I'm also very happy. You know, Coach, many people today they like your job because it's so interesting. It's famous. It's a famous job. But can you tell us what does it entail? How do you start your day?
It might look really nice from the outside, but to be the head coach of a team like the Cheetahs is a big challenge. I like to start my days quite early, and then when I drive to the stadium, I like to listen to Angus Buchan, a podcast from him. So I listen to that for about 4 or 5 minutes. And then when I get to my office, I like to do my admin and my planning first before everyone else comes in, and then we start with a normal program for the day.
That's nice, Coach. But what is the most important thing that you enjoy about your job?
For me, it's being able to work with people, all the players and staff, and then to be able to be involved with the game. We love the game, and it's a privilege to be involved with the game, coaching, being on the field, do a lot of your work on the outside and not just in a building or in an office. So it's a big plus for us, and I enjoy being on the outside, on the field, working with the players and trying to improve them.
That's nice, Coach. That's nice. Um, always as a team, you want to win, but there is some losing is there. We can't avoid losing there. How do you handle when you have just lost the game? When you get to your family, your emotions will be low. How do you work out then with your family, and also to your team from there? How do you take it up? Sometimes you can be frustrated, you can take out a frustration to the team, but how do you work it out?
Yeah, there's very small margins in the game of rugby, and sometimes you play well and you lose, and sometimes you don't play well and you win. So it's always important for me to make a difference between the quality of play on the field. If it wasn't there, then obviously you'll be crossed, and you'll carry that frustration over to the players. But sometimes they play really well and you still lose the game by some uncontrollables, and then you don't have to be so hard on them. Regarding the family, for me, my children is older now, they're both studying, so they are living in Stellenbosch, so I don't see them a lot. When they were smaller, it was tough for them when the team lost. They could see the disappointment in my body language and on my face, so they felt the losses as hard as I did. But yeah, now it's just me and my wife. She knows me really well, and she knows when to let me go and when to try and lift me up, so we've got a good understanding.
That's important. That's nice to hear that. Coach, you're from Cape Town side, isn't it?
Yeah, I studied at Stellenbosch, and then I started to work in a small little town in Boland called Ceres, and then from Ceres I moved to Wellington, and then in 2007 I started my first coaching job here at the Cheetahs. Up to 2015, then I went back to Stellenbosch, and then joined the Cheetahs again in 2019.
That's nice, coach. Since you're from that side, as a Cape Townian, Eastern Cape, there is a lot of, is known of a lot of guys who are growing up in the community, those in the township, those who like to play rugby. But how can we adopt that style to the whole of South Africa, including other provinces then?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing at the moment. I feel that club rugby isn't that strong anymore. I know there's a drive in the Boland club rugby system. There's a lot of games shown on television during the past month, so they get a bit of more exposure. But yeah, grassroots rugby, schools rugby and club rugby is important, and I think all of us should get involved in our communities and help to uplift the players, give them opportunities. A bit of coaching as well, spend time with them, and get more people to play the game and love the game.
That's nice, coach. We know you are a sportsman, coach, but if we put that sports aside a little bit, what is your other hobbies than sports?
Most of my hobbies are sport related as well. I like to play a bit of golf and tennis. But yeah, I'm really passionate about the Kruger National Park. So whenever we get a bit of time, a week or more, then I like to spend time in the Kruger Park. You really get to switch off from your normal daily activities there, and just enjoy nature and all the animals.
When you go that side, please, can you invite me? Can I go with you?
Anytime.
Myself, from school, I enjoy my days during high school. I was a little bit naughty, funny with my friends. But just tell me about yourself. What is your greatest achievement from your career then?
As a coach, there were quite a few highlights. When I joined the Cheetahs in 2007, we won the Currie Cup at the end of that year, so that's something I'll always remember. When I coached Griquas in 2014, we won the Vodacom Cup at that stage, and then at Stellenbosch with Marties, we won the Varsity Cup in 2018 and 2019. So that will always games and special days that I will remember.
Okay, coach. The last question then, coach. You know, you've got a lots of players here, and the players, they're like your kids, and you are like a father to them, those kids. So then how do you keep these players, their moral, and also how do you keep their moral and also their being so supportive that there is nothing that is distracting them? So how do you keep them disciplined then?
Yeah, it's not always easy. We've got a big group of plus minus 40 players. Some guys get injured and go through tough times, so it's always important to spend time with the injured players, keep them interested, and that they know that you still care about them, although they're not on the field. The guys on the field, for the players that's in the starting 15, it's always easy. They like to play and to be on the field. The guys not making the starting 15, sometimes more of a challenge. I think as a coach I have to learn to spend more time with them. But yeah, it's always important to keep them interested. The whole group is important to us. It's a group effort if you want to win a competition. It's not just the 15 guys on the field or on the starting lineup. So we try and encourage everyone to train as hard as they can, be part of the team, give info to the guys playing, and when we train, to give proper opposition, because that's their time to contribute to the team, although they might not be on the field on a Saturday. When we train, they are the guys that's giving the opposition or running the plays of the opposition, and the quality of their training will determine the quality of our performance on the weekend.
Thank you, coach, for the interview.
Thanks, it's a pleasure from my side. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
That's it.